Okay, so this is part 4, my first time bike build. Today I'm going to be routing the shift housings and hydraulic lines through the integrated handlebars. But before we do that, I'm going to need to get this fork installed. Alright, so we already got everything measured out and set up in the first video. So we'll go ahead and just slide the crown race on. Alright, next up we're going to install the compression plug. Now the instructions that came with it said tighten to 10 Newton meters, so it seems a little high, but that's what the instructions say, so we're going to do it. Next up we need to grease and insert the bearings. Start with the bottom one. Onto the top bearing. Alright, the bearing's in place. Let's go ahead and slide the fork in. Alright, secured there. I'm just going to put a strap on it. Okay, then we're going to position this little C-clip. Alright, that in place. We're going to go ahead and put on the spacers. Alright, that was actually a little bit easier than expected. Let's go ahead and get set up to start running these through the handlebars. Alright, I'm going to start with the front shift cable. So first thing I'm going to do is use one of these included orange plastic guides to pull through a cable guide, which I'll then use to pull the housing through. Alright, first cable through. That actually went better than I expected. Just getting the guide cable through was more difficult this time around, and we're only on the second housing. Well, excuse me, the first hydraulic. Okay, that's 2 down. Now we're going to take a break for dinner. Alright, so I just put my dinner on, but in the process I realized I did make a mistake here. I inserted the shorter cables first, so now I'm left with less space to maneuver and the longer cables to get through for the other side. So what I'm going to do is give myself maximum room over here and tape these 2 down so that they don't get pulled back in. All right, I get a little time before that's ready, so let's go ahead and try and get one more cable in anyway. We'll do the shift cable first again, see how it goes. Three down, one to go. All right, all the cables are through. Success. Okay, so we have both housings and both hydraulic hoses through. Now we're just gonna shimmy them all the way through and try and get this handlebar into place. Alright, so my camera overheated again and shut off. Not entirely sure at what point that happened, but the handlebars are in place. They shimmied down with a little effort. Not too terrible though. Not going to tighten the bolts yet. I'm just going to pop the cap on. Cool, so that's going to be it for part 4. In part 5, I'll be installing the shifters and the shift cables. And also probably tightening down the handlebar bolts and doing some general cleanup stuff, but yeah, it's going good so far. All right, thanks for watching.